Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have the update for Anfar, and this is the masterpiece. Before I go through this video, please watch this video in length if you are interested. Reason is because there are so many people, not so many, some people ask me questions which the answer are in the video. That means either they didn't watch the video or they skipped it. It's up to you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're adults, but if you are interested and you want to know details, and you want, for example, you're interested to go and purchase it yourself, so you need to know every single detail, and that's why watch the video in the whole entirety of it, because there are so many points in there that you don't want to miss. As I said, if you're just watching for the sake of watching, then that's different. But if you want to go and you're doing your research because you want to, for example, you're interested to purchase it, then you need to watch the entirety of the video. The other thing is, when you put a comment or a question, please be relevant, because exactly this is what we're talking to in this video. We're talking about this, okay? I don't mind if you ask me something that you don't know and you want to learn. That's okay. But there are some people who ask very irrelevant questions that I don't know what to do with it. Just ignore it, say nothing, delete it, just keep it. It becomes a little bit confusing. So please be relevant if you are asking a question about this particular perfume or something relevant to this perfume or any other perfume. Be specific and also be relevant. Okay guys, so with that, and also if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative or valuable in any way or shape, if I saved you time, if I saved you money, if I brought you information that is useful to you, please, you know what to do. Use your finger, press those buttons, follow me, subscribe, like this video, comment. This way you help me to carry on with this, bring you beautiful fragrances, and also support me and also give me motivation to carry on. Thank you very much, and let's go with this video. So the name masterpiece puts the bar very high, and I am pleased to say they almost reach it. Yes, because when it's called a perfume, a masterpiece or the masterpiece, then you have to somehow deliver, okay? And they deliver in many aspects. The first thing first is the performance is excellent. So it's 10 to 12 hours on the skin, or my skin. If you put on t-shirt, it goes days. In terms of projection, 3 to 4 hours of very good projection, more than an arm length, and then after that slowly subside. It's one of those fragrances that from time to time it goes and come back. It's not there relentlessly, but you can smell it from time to time after that 4 to 5 hours mark, and it keeps going for up to 12 hours. So it's excellent. But because the ingredients in this is, in a way, sometimes you get nosemic to it, and your nose might not pick it up anymore, but other people smell it. Because my wife, she could smell it all day yesterday. The projection is very good for 3 to 4 hours. It's above average. It's actually very good. It's a room filler, it's a house filler, and it's got a big bubble around you, big cloud, and central is very good. So with that, excellent. In terms of the quality of the presentation, the box, the bottle, the sprayer, everything is top notch. So especially for the money, between 40 to 50 pounds in the United Kingdom, and other places I'm guessing it's going to be the same similar prices. Retails for £85, but you can find it discounted online if you do your research and Google it. So for the money, what you're getting is very good in terms of presentation, in terms of bottle, in terms of box, excellent. In terms of juice, very good again. I won't call it per se the masterpiece, but it is very, very good. It's excellent actually. And so it opens up with a blast of citrus. The only thing is the citrus in here, because there are so many other players behind the citrus, is almost non-existent because it just get lost in the shuffle. The citrus here is quite bitter, so I'm guessing something like lime or maybe grapefruit. But as I said, because there are so many players, it just get lost. You can feel it somehow for the first maybe 10 minutes, but after that, that's it, it's gone. The main players here are the thick, dense bass and bass notes plus the hot notes. They are very, very big here, especially the leather. The leather here is a tiny bit animalic. It's not animalic on per se, but a tiny bit. It's quite realistic. Okay, it's like a black jacket which is just bought from the shop, and when you go to those shops to buy your proper genuine leather, that smell of leather when you enter that shop, you get it here. It's quite realistic leather. And also the leather is accompanied with so many aspects. So sometimes you smell the leather and it's a little bit animalic. Sometimes you smell the leather and it's a little bit medicinal. Sometimes you smell the leather and it's woody. Sometimes you smell leather and it's dark and dense. Sometimes you smell the leather and it is quite watery for some reason. I don't know how they manage that. And sometimes you smell the leather and it is green. So many aspects, because the leather is accompanied with so many other notes, it makes in a different dimension throughout the life of this fragrance, which is very interesting. And in the mid, it gets a little bit watery, not aquatic, not oceanic, nothing like that, but it gets a little bit watery, it gets a little bit green, grassy, herbal, weedy, but you don't, it's not overpowering. You notice it if you dig your nose to it, but it's not overpowering, but it is noticeable. And then when it goes to the the dry down again, leather is the dominant player plus some oud. The oud here is a little bit on the medicinal side, but it's not a huge oud. It is accompanied with the leather more like than the oud itself. It gets woodier by the time it goes to the dry down, and also gets a tiny bit sweeter. Overall, this is not a sweet fragrance, but say from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 3 to 4. So not really that sweet, but you get some element of sweetness, especially from the amber. And the amber here is quite big, especially from mid to the end. Amber basically comes to the surface and it makes it quite even deeper and denser, and a bit of resin feel. There is a patchouli element as well in here, gives it a tiny bit of dustiness, tiny bit of earthiness, tiny bit of smokiness, and also there is element of incense in here. So it's quite a complex fragrance for what you pay. This fragrance smells much more expensive what I paid for it. Smells like niche, smells like very high-end designer. And because this changes throughout this fragrance, makes it very interesting, and every time you get some other aspect of leather, and that is very attractive. Overall, it's quite dark, yes, but it's not super dark. It is dense, but it's not super dense. It is leathery, and also the leather, as I said, when it accompanied with other aspects, it changes the facade of the leather. There is some spice element in here as well. It's not like a sweet spice. No, it's like a cuminy spice. It's like earthy, nutty, gives it some nutty feel to it. I think it might be some tonka bean in here as well, because from beginning to end you get some nuttiness as well. So very complex fragrance, very good for what I paid for it, but there are caveats. This is not for everybody. I sound like a broken record, but unfortunately we have to mention these things. So it's not for everybody. Definitely 25 and up to the safe side. Sometimes it reminded me of classical fragrances from 70s and 80s for some reason. It's like it went to the leathery green aspect of it. When it goes there, it reminded me of some classics. So overall, very complex, very good, excellent. The masterpiece, I don't think so, because when you call something the masterpiece, it has to top everything in the market, and we know that in the market there are thousands and thousands of good fragrances. So they should have call it maybe a masterpiece, yes, but not the masterpiece. But overall, I highly recommend it. You need to be mature to appreciate this. You need to like your Orientals to appreciate this. You need to like your Eastern philosophy of perfumery to like this. If you're like me, I'm a middle-aged man, plus I love that genre of perfumery, which is Eastern style of perfumery from Middle East, from Far East. This is up my alley and I absolutely love it. For strange reason, wife liked it, which is very unusual, because when something's got a heavy leather and oud in it, she doesn't like. But this one she liked. So as you can tell, that I'm not saying this is a crowd pleaser, no, but it's not a super challenging fragrance. It is on the unusual side, but not that unusual to put many people off. So the season, obviously this is better for cooler weather, but I think you can wear this all year round if you control to trigger. When it's warmer, less, maybe 1 or 2. When it's cooler, maybe up to 5 sprays, but don't put more than 5, because it's quite dense, it's quite thick, it's quite strong, and you will choke yourself and others up. In terms of occasion, this is definitely special occasion, evening, formal, so it is on that side of perfumes. But if you're like me, it doesn't mean anything. I wear my perfume anytime I want, anywhere I want. And overall, for the money, is very, very good, excellent. I love it. Highly recommend it if you like this kind of perfumes. What else? I think I covered everything. As always, if you have any comments, put it down there. If you know this perfume or any other Anfar, put it down there. If you have any question, put it down there as well. If you like to purchase one of my fragrances, they are out of this world, but you need to live in the United Kingdom in order to purchase it. I highly recommend Persian Empire, because it's super sweet and also tobacco-y, earthy, woody. It's beautiful for this time of year, and you will be amazed the quality of it. I guarantee you will be amazed. Okay guys, so as usual, do the followings, and thank you very much for your joining me again, and I'll see you later. Bye.